Hey everybody, Matt Doltz with TNT Fitness on Facebook. I wanted to share a brief history of what me and my wife Leslie, who's also a Team Beachbody coach, experienced in our complete journey from when we got married all the way up until present day. What we went through in our weight gain and our weight loss, total body transformations. Hopefully it'll inspire anybody who's watching this, who's thinking about getting in shape, or who would love to get in shape but doesn't think it's possible, and especially to parents who think that parenthood and life experiences simply weigh your life down so much that you can't devote a little bit of time to yourself. I'm telling you right now, devoting time for your own health and fitness is the best thing you could possibly do. It's going to extend your life, not only in years, but in quality. You're going to be able to do more with your kids, and you're going to feel better about yourself, so you're going to get out and enjoy life a little more. We're parents. We did the same thing. Please watch this little journey through time as I show you the pictures that are hanging on my wall right now, so excuse the glares if there are some, I apologize.
Okay, so this is the engagement picture Leslie and I took down in Corona del Mar, California, a couple months before we got married. We actually, through healthy eating and exercise, did lose weight in anticipation of our wedding. Shortly after our wedding, we discovered that we had begun our family a little early, and parenthood was right around the corner. This is the very first picture of our annual Christmas picture series. I'm so grateful for our good friends John and Kathy Larson, who inspired us to take family pictures to kind of catalog our family as it grows through the years, and we're going to keep this up forever. I never in a million years would have imagined I was going to use it to show an example of our transformations over time. But this is the first Christmas picture we ever took, and you can see our oldest son, Tyler, right there. Beautiful little baby boy. And Leslie, this is actually about 6 months after she gave birth. We generally took the pictures around Thanksgiving time, and Tyler's born in April. We're still in relatively good shape. I was varsity baseball coach of our high school baseball team, and I was teaching math full-time at Mark Keppel High School at the time. And moving over into the second year, you can see I am gaining a little weight. Leslie did as well. Tyler's growing, being big and strong, but we're still relatively active. We got him running around and him to chase, so keeping us in good shape. But even though I'm coaching baseball, I'm not working out as regularly as I was prior to getting married and prior to beginning my... Not too long after this, we bought a house, and our next addition to our family appears. And there's our little guy, Trevor. Now, looking at the comparisons between last year's picture and this year's picture, you can see that we are starting to gain weight. Alright, and Leslie does have an excuse. She had just given birth. Unfortunately, it looks like I had given birth too, which there's no excuse for that. So moving on to the following year, this is in 2006, where our boys are growing, and so are we. You can see our faces filling out, and that is really a telltale sign that stuff is also going on below the neckline that isn't as noticeable. But there is a big difference, at least in me, but also in Leslie as well. And those of you that know our story know that there was a lot of stuff going on at this time. We had a home fire, and we weren't living in our home for quite some time after that. And so a lot of interesting moments happened between this time. Okay, moving on, 2007. Boys are getting nice and big and strong, playing, and Leslie and I are still in an upswing in our weight moving forward. Christmas 2008. Okay? Looking at the difference I mean, you can even see it just in looking at my chin alone. But you can't see what is hidden below our shirts, pants. We are struggling to fit into sizes that we have never had to go that big before. Huge difference just in those last 3 years right there. 2005, 2006, 2007, up 2008 is right here. Okay, excuse the fact that this picture is taken on my computer, but everything's digital right here. This is February of 2009, and we're celebrating my grandfather's 90th birthday. We got all dressed up. We thought we looked great. We were really happy with how we looked in our outfits. That's not how we feel today when we look back. We're ashamed of these pictures. Our boys look fantastic, but there's a lot going on in our minds right here when we look at these pictures now. Because we're wearing black, you can't really tell, but we stuffed ourselves into these outfits. And here's a close-up of just me and Leslie. Okay. We are not proud of this picture. We're proud of the outfits that we had. We're proud of my grandpa for being 90, but this is the highest we ever weighed as a couple. I was topping out at nearly 210 pounds. Like I said, I'm not going to say what Leslie's weight is here. Let's just say it's a lot more than she weighs now. I'll leave it at that. It wasn't much longer after my grandfather's 90th birthday party that Leslie and I started to notice the P90X videos on Beachbody. And we were struggling a little bit at the time, but we felt to have a better marriage, to be a better role models for our kids, we had to do something. So we turned to Beachbody and put our health and fitness in their hands. The next two pictures are what happened after that. And now you can see after our first transformation picture. This is our family in 2009. It's actually November of 2009. And our family is finally going in the right direction as far as health and fitness wise. Leslie and I have begun being good role models for our two boys. They're growing up healthy and strong. And at this point, we feel better about ourselves than we had in a long time. And here we have last year's Christmas picture. Our family looks fantastic. Leslie and I weigh less than we have in years. In fact, at this point, I weigh less than I weighed in high school when I graduated. At this point, I have lost a total of 35 pounds. I went from 210 pounds down to 175. And it wasn't the end. I still don't look at it as the end. It's only the beginning. Never again will our family go back to the way things were. We're going to commit the rest of our lives to health and fitness for ourselves, our family, and everybody else who wants to come along on this journey with us. And here's the ultimate sign of what we went through. Before, after, such a difference, both in our minds and our bodies, and more importantly, in our relationship. We have never been closer, never been happier, and you guys can achieve the same quality of life that we have now. You don't have to use Beachbody products. We just endorse them so much because we owe our health and fitness to them. Between the nutritional supplements like Shakeology that I use every day, or the Beachbody programs that are not only fantastic for fitness but nutrition because of the diet guides that come with it, and most importantly, the support you get from others. It is an incredible community. I owe everything I have right now to Beachbody and the community that surrounds it. If you want any information or help starting your own transformation, email me, email my wife, tntfitfam@yahoo.com, tntfitmom@yahoo.com, or find Matt and Leslie Dultz, D-U-L-T-Z, on Facebook, and we'll be happy to help you.